Hey, Facebook friends and blog followers. I'm Heather, and this is my first video blog live broadcast. I honestly kind of didn't prepare, and I planned for it about an hour and a half ago. So I didn't really have a set idea of what I was going to do. So what I just penned a few things down on a notebook literally like 10 minutes ago, and threatened my kids to stay in their bedrooms for a few minutes. I'm sorry if I'm shaking. I probably should have eaten lunch before doing this. So anyways, I wanted to introduce myself. And what I'm going to try to do is to start having this like a video entry, or I guess they call it vlogging or something. Probably once. No, I sent them. No, Jennifer, I sent them all to their rooms. My youngest son, who's 12, just got stung by a wasp like literally 11 minutes ago, but he's fine. Okay. I'm trying to see. I was messing around with these filters, so that's kind of why it looks like I have flawless makeup. So, but I liked this one, so I said, okay, cool. I have 4 people watching right now. Hey guys, thank you for humoring me. I don't know how many of you have have actually checked out my blog. It's, the name of the blog is actually something I came up with at a ladies' conference. It was the theme of the ladies' conference with a church I used to attend about probably right around 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, and it was called When Life Gives You Lemons. And I've been jotting down ideas and contemplating writing a book for years at the insistence of my husband and his family, and my friends just throughout the last 20 years telling me, you really should write your story, Heather, that kind of thing. Hi to everybody who's following, who's watching so far. So anyways, I thought what I would do, I have a tendency, first of all, to ramble and to go off on rabbit trails. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try my best to stick to my little chicken scratch outline that I wrote just a few minutes ago. Because I know that we all have many things to do, and especially on a Saturday, when I get done with this, we had soccer this morning, and then I rested for a little bit, and then afterwards, after I'm done with this, hey Janice, after I'm done with this, I'm going to do some chores. Some much needed master bedroom chores, laundry and such. Okay, so let me just pretend like none of you know who I am, because I'm gonna try to figure out how to save this video to my phone, upload it to YouTube, and then put it on, I don't know, I wanna save it on the actual blog itself. I'm gonna have its own page from just the videos. For people who maybe come across my my blog in about a month or 2 or even a year from now, they can maybe look at some videos from the past. That's kind of in my my thought process. Anyways, I kept putting it off during the live video feed. Hey Amy, I love you. My best friend Amy just joined. She just joined. She's watching me. And I miss her to death. Okay, told you, rabbit trails. Okay, I'm going to start. What I have written here is short intro / bio. Who am I? Well, if you don't know who I am, my name is Heather, and I am a mom. I'm a mom of 4. Love them and hate them. No, I love them to death. 2 boys and 2 girls. My oldest is 17, and he just officially finished his junior year in high school, so he is officially a senior. Has his own car, works, and all that kind of stuff, and I'm still trying to adjust to that. Okay, and then I have a 14, yeah, she'll be a 14-year-old girl who will be 15. She keeps counting the days. She'll be 15 this summer, July 30th. Anyways, I don't know why I just said that. Teenage girl. She's my sweetheart. She's nothing like her mother. And then I have a 12-year-old boy, and something just really sweet about him is in the Mother's Day card. Hey, Kathy. In the Mother's Day card it was a joint Mother's Day card, and I was having kind of a bad day. Mother's Day is a really hard day for me. I wish I could just pretend it wasn't a real, I know it's not fair to my husband and my kids, but I just don't like Mother's Day. So, anyways, I was having a pretty bad day, and then they gave me this card like midday. They said, "Oh, Mom, I forgot to give you the card." And I opened it up, and each of the kids signed it and wrote something special. Well, my 12-year-old, Jonathan, he wrote, "Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I would be lost without you." And let me tell you, tears of joy, right? What every mother wants to hear from their child is that they're needed and feel like they're doing a good job. Okay, I'm rambling again. So, and then I have a soon-to-be 10-year-old little girl. So it's boy, 17, girl, almost 15, like just in a couple months. Boy just turned 12, and girl almost 10 in a couple months. Both of my girls' birthdays are in July, so they're stair steps. It looks like I have 5 viewers. Hi to whoever's watching. It looks like I know you guys, but I'm going to talk to you as though you have no idea who I am. Let's see. Oh, yes, I'm embracing it. I just turned 40 years old this past Christmas. Not as difficult as I thought it was going to be as when I turned 30. When I turned 30, for some reason, that was like life or death. I still forget that I'm 40. Last night, I was talking to my husband, and he said something, and I said something. I don't remember what it was, and I said, well, I don't know, but I'm still in my 30s. Oh, wait, I'm not still in my 30s. Hey, Mindy! Hey, Marilyn. Hey, guys. Okay, so I'm a typical soccer mom. Literally, I was at a soccer game this morning with my son. Okay, I've been married. We had our 20th, I love you guys. We had our 20th wedding anniversary this past November. So this November coming up will be 21 years that we have been married, 24 years together. Do the math, yes. I met him when I was only 16 years old, and he was 19 years old. And it's not a storybook romance, of course. Ups and downs. If you've been married for more than 2 seconds, you know that marriage is work. But I wouldn't change anything. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother video blog. And I will tell it, because I think we have a pretty good story about how we met. So anyways, my man he's at work. He works every Saturday, and that's why I think I'm going to pick Saturdays to do my vlog, whatever, the video, Facebook Live. I'm going to try to do it on Saturdays, 30 minutes or so every Saturday, and just go from there. I plan on trying to update my blog with the writing. I plan on trying to update it at least 2 to 3 times a week, even if it's just something small, like a Bible verse, just whatever God puts on my heart to talk about. Going back to my trusty list, because yes, here I am rambling again. So I told you my name. Oh, I live in Alabama, but no, I don't have an Alabama accent. I don't have any accent, actually. I'm from Louisiana, pretty much. I say that because I was born in West Virginia, but I only lived, that's where my parents are from, and all my extended family is up in Morgantown, West Virginia. And if you've ever been there, you know that it's amazingly beautiful. But I'm a Southern girl, sorry. I don't do snow. My family and I, my mom and dad moved to Louisiana, South Louisiana, below I-10, so the deep South Louisiana, Acadiana is what they call it, to a small town there. And around, I think from the time I was around 2 years old, maybe almost 3, we lived there until I met my husband, married him. My man's a Cajun. Go Tigers, LSU all the way. And so anyway, so people ask me where I'm from. I'm from Louisiana. But we have officially been in Alabama for almost as long as I was a resident of Louisiana. I just cannot, I'm sorry guys, I cannot root for Alabama. I'm sorry. My daughter, though, it'll make you happy to know that my daughter, Sarah, the teenager, she's a hardcore Alabama fan. But out of our household of 6, she's the only one. And we call her our traitor. But we love her to death. So anyways, I'm from Louisiana. My husband's from Louisiana. I have one brother, one sibling, and we're really close. And I'm actually really excited because next Saturday, I'm going to be at his wife's baby shower because they're having their first baby girl. They have 2 boys, and this is their first girl, and I'm super excited about it. And this is the baby shower, so coming up in a week. It looks like I have 8 viewers. Yay. Okay. I hope that whoever is watching, you come back next time I do this. I promise to have a plan the next time I go live and not just to do this rambling thing. But this is how I am. If I don't do it like right when I'm thinking about it, I'm not going to do it. I mean, it's like, look at me. My hair is up in a bun. I'm in my soccer clothes. I was cleaning house early. That's why I have this pretty filter on that I really like. Looks like a super model, not model, but like movie star makeup filter. It's like awesome. Hey, Andrea, thanks for watching. Okay, so basically I told you who I am, I told you where I'm from, and now I have on here on my list, why doing blog? Like, why am I doing this blog? What made me decide to start a blog? Like I said earlier, some of you might have heard, my family when I say my family, my mom and dad are divorced, which if you've read anything from my story on my blog or know me at all, you know that. My dad's still in West Virginia. He moved back up there after the divorce when I was only 9. And so literally all my family is in West Virginia. I have a stepdad in Louisiana that I might see once a year. It's difficult to go there because he was married to my mom and she committed suicide 12 years ago. And so it's difficult. The kids, honestly, and it's not that I don't love him, it's just that she married him like literally, and then like less than a year later, I left home. So I don't look at him as a dad at all. I love my daddy in West Virginia, but told you I was going to lose my train of thought. So I only have one family member that's close by, that's like my side of the family, and that's my brother, and he is in Baton Rouge, and he and his wife and their 2 boys, they live in Baton Rouge. Okay, so when I talk about my family, like throughout my blog and vlog and stuff like that, and to my friends and just in general, I am like 99.9% of the time talking about my husband's family, because they literally are my family. They have been my family since I was 16. Well, I'll take it back. I think I met them officially on my birthday, or yeah, I met them on my birthday when I turned 17. Like, so we had dated a little bit. Colby and I dated a few years. Anyways, okay. So anyway, I told you. So my point is that my family, my in-laws, my sister-in-laws, my mother-in-law, cousin, all of them, they've always told me, and my friends, especially a few, and my husband have told me for years, Heather, you need to write a book. And I was always like, oh, I'll do that one day when I have time. Oh, I'll do that eventually when I get older. Well, I'm 40. So when is the right time, right? I mean, when am I going to have time? My babies are not babies anymore. My youngest is almost 10, and they do not take a bunch of my time. They really don't. I have some really good kids. So I did start to try to write. I started about a year ago. I've actually started off and on for a while, but it's a difficult story to tell. And I also have a little bit of attention deficit disorder, or whatever. I don't even know if that's a thing anymore. But I'm ADD, and I go all over the place. So my thoughts just get like, I can never seem to put anything in order. So that's the point of the blog. The blog, hey, Leanne, I love you, Leanne. The point of my blog, of creating the blog / vlog, video blog, is to, one, help me tell my story for a few reasons. One, I'm just reading some of the comments. Sorry, guys. I want to get it down on paper, like paper, because nobody uses paper anymore, but have it in, and even if it's just random memories and random facts and random stories, they'll be on the blog. And then when it's time to actually put it into a book, hey Janice, when it's time to put it into a book, it'll be easier to sort through. I've said for years, I love writing. I'm a writer. I've been writing my whole life, journaling, writing poetry, things like that. But I just had a brain fart. Oh my goodness. Okay. But as far as for like telling my story, there's so much. I've never known where to begin. So I've always thought that if maybe God will bring someone into my life that could help me. So who knows? Maybe this will be that avenue that could help me put my story into words. Anyways, okay. So one, I want to be able to write a book eventually. I want to tell my story. Two, my life's not that interesting. There's more interesting stories. However, there are some things that I've dealt with in my life that I really, truly believe that God has a purpose for, and that He will use to help other people like you as well. There's so many things, but off the top of my head, of course, is I'm a survivor of suicide loss. My mom took her life on September 13th, 2005, just a few weeks after Katrina. I actually saw her for Katrina because we evacuated and went to Louisiana because it was supposed to come here in South Alabama, and it didn't. It turned. So anyways, also I am a mom. I mean, in general, right, ladies? I mean, being a mom in general is tough. I work from home, but just part-time. So I'm not a full-time mom. That's not what I meant to say. I'm not a full-time working mom. I've never done that. I did work a couple of part-time jobs in the past. I'll get into that later. I have a tendency to overdo things. I'm like gung-ho. I either go all in or not at all. So, hold on, my hand's going numb because, yeah, I'm going to have to invest in a stand or something. I'm going to rest my elbow. Okay. So, I just want to help some people out. I've had some people, I have a few followers, not a ton of followers on my blog, but I've got some followers, and I've had some people send me comments and messages and tell me thank you for sharing. And I really haven't even shared that much yet, but just to know that I can help one person not feel alone is worth it, completely worth it. Okay, I'm kind of going over my time. I'm so sorry. It looks like I've lost a couple followers, which I don't blame them. We all, as Americans, have very short attention spans in general. If a video is more than 3 minutes or 4 minutes, not watching it. Like on Facebook, you know what I mean? Okay, hold on. I'm getting comfortable. All right, I like this angle better. All right, I promise I will have a plan next time. I promise, okay? Okay. I'm probably going to end up doing the next video entry next Friday instead of Saturday. The usual is going to be Saturdays because my husband's at work. And I know that sounds awful, but I feel like I don't know, I feel like when he's home, I just don't want to really do a video. I love you too, Mindy. Stop distracting me. Okay, so, but I'm thinking I'm going to do my first, like a real planned vlog entry, live Facebook feed this Friday. And let's just go ahead and shoot for 3 o'clock as well. I really honestly would love your input, anybody's input, like shoot me a message, type it on here. I'll try not to read it right now, or anything, and tell me what is a good time for you guys, days for you guys. I know Saturdays is best because it's the weekend, and for most people, they're too busy during the day, they're at work or whatever. However, I work from home, and my husband's at work, and so I'm totally rambling again. So anyways, this Saturday I will be driving to Baton Rouge. Actually, I'll be driving to Thibodaux, a small town, and that's because that's where my sister-in-law is from, and that's where they're having the shower. So I will be out of town this weekend. Who knows, maybe I'll do a spontaneous shout out to everybody. But as far as for what I want to do regularly, consistently from now on, I might do it this Friday. We'll see. I don't know. Okay, so I want to talk about suicide, being a survivor of suicide, being a mom, being a homeschooling mom. Yes, I'm one of those. I am a homeschooling mom. Now, when I say I'm a homeschooling mom of 4, I'm going to be honest with you, I do not teach all 4 of my kids. I just can't do it. I am blessed, so blessed to have an amazing friend who teaches my two older kids, my high schoolers. I did homeschool them myself for a couple years. Hi, Miss Andrews. I haven't seen you in forever. Hi. So I did homeschool them myself the first couple years. We've only been doing it for 5 years. We just finished our 4th year. Pretty sure that's right. Yeah, yes. And so just finished it our 4th year. But anyways, I taught the kids myself, all 4 of them, the first 2 years, and I thought I was going to end up in a mental institution in a straitjacket. So no, not for me. I'm sorry. It took a lot for me to be able to say, I can't do this. So I had a friend. Thanks, Kathy. I had a friend who said that she would teach the older kids. So she's teaching them. She teaches them. It's actually like a whole school. Like, she is like gung-ho. She's a teacher. She's a math genius. She stopped teaching when she had a family, and so she has some kids. She has kids the same age as my younger 2, and they're like besties. So anyways, they go to school there, like at her house and everything. So it's pretty awesome. she teaches a few other kids as well. So she teaches a lot of kids. I'm not even going to go into that. She's Superwoman, my hero. And then halfway through the school year of this past year, I had another friend of mine who is a teacher as well. She quit her job teaching and started. I guess it's considered like tutoring is what it's called, but she's homeschooling to teach my middle schooler, because I don't know about you guys, but middle schoolers, oh my word. So I love him to death, but trying to teach him was not working. Okay, so basically I'm a mom of 4, but I'm only a homeschooling mom. Hey, Miss Glaze, I'm praying for you guys. I'm a homeschooling mom of 1. I mean, I am a mom of 4, but I only teach the 1. I teach my youngest daughter, Chrislyn. She's my little diva. She's my mini me. And she is finishing up the 3rd grade, going into the 4th. So, but I know that as a homeschooling mom, oh my word, a lot of times you feel like you're all alone. You feel like, especially if you don't, of course you're not working most of the time when you're homeschooling. Oh my word, it's like, somebody get me out of here. So I feel like I can, just share some experiences on the blog as well with homeschooling. And being a wife, I'm a Christian. I am a Christian. I'm a born-again believer in Christ. Being a wife is hard. Being married is hard, even when you're madly in love. So I want to share my life. And then I thought, hey, being a woman, just, like I'm going through some change. I don't want to say that. I also have chronic illness. Hey Kelly, couple of chronic illnesses. I hate saying that. I have the silent illnesses. I have one that is an autoimmune. Hey Crystal, I have an autoimmune disorder, which really does not affect my life that much, as long as I get plenty of sleep, and try to take care of myself. Try not to have too much stress on me. But then about 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia after I thought I was just having a major flare-up of the autoimmune disorder. And it wasn't that. The doctor was like, oh, you have fibromyalgia. And I was like, fibro, huh? What? To say it drastically changed my life is like saying that, I don't even know. I can't think right now. But it was truly difficult. I'll get into that later another time. So, and then I also have some kind of weird hormonal thing that is under control now, but it caused me to gain 45 pounds in a year. Yes. Now this was about four years ago, if I'm not mistaken, 4 or 5 years ago. It happened all within it was like the sickness and the illnesses were like just like overwhelming. It was a lot to handle. And so anyways, I'm not gaining anymore. Yeah. I'm not gaining weight anymore, except for whenever I go through oh my word, like crunch and munch every day for a week. I don't know. But the doctors have me on a certain medication that helps has helped to stop the progression. And let's see. Did not mean to go into all this. Okay, next thing. I'm going to close in just a few minutes, like just a couple minutes. So I'm going to let you guys say bye. And I do want to thank you for tuning in and humoring me and supporting me. Anybody who knows me knows that I can talk all day long. But I do tend to go off on rabbit trails. So when I have the next live video feed from my actual blog, I'm going to do my best and have a plan. I'm probably going to tell my testimony, most likely, on how I came to become a Christian, how I came to be a follower of Christ. Let's see. I wanted to close with a Bible verse because the Bible is like my bread. It's my food, and I don't eat it as often as I should, but I'm definitely nowhere near what anyone would consider a good Christian. I've had some struggles over the last few years, and was hurt deeply by a church that I was attending, and it was almost like a divorce, and I'm not joking. It was really difficult, and so my family and I we go to church. We recently found another church that's close to our house that we really like. We're just trying to get more involved. So anyways, the Bible verse that I'm picking is, I don't know, for those of you who are Christians who are watching this, if you pick a new verse every year, or if you just have one particular, hi Cynthia, have one particular quote life verse. I know that I used to think it was Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I hope that's the right Philippians. I think it's Philippians 4:13. Through the different times in my life, I have kind of claimed, this is my verse. So there was a while back, right after I lost my mom, that for probably 10 years I claimed, I know I'm going to do it wrong. I should have had my Bible in front of me. Isaiah 40:39 or 39:40 about being on the wings of eagles. And I should have had that written down. Like I said, this was all very last minute. I have no organization right now. Okay, but I did jot down in very messy handwriting my Bible verse that I've claimed over the last year. It's in my signature on my email. It's on my bio on all of my social medias, when it says short bio or about or something. I try to put that in there because to me it's also a reminder. So hold on, oh my word, I wish there was a way I hit mute, but I am a mom of 4. 1 second, okay? Hey kids, can you please close the door to y'all rooms because I'm still doing the video feed and I can hear y'all in the background. Thank you. Now. What? Hey, they're lucky I didn't lock them outside like my mom did when I was a kid, right? We weren't allowed to just stay in the house all day. Okay. The verse that I have as my life verse right now is thank you so much, by the way, you eight people who have consistently stayed with me this entire time. Pretty much, yep, thank you. Philippians 1:6. And this particular, they all say the same thing. There's KJV and ESV, and I always study with my KJV Bible, but I also read other versions. And this is from the ESV, the English Standard Version, which actually has been around longer than the KJV. Don't tell anybody I said that, because then they'll come and they'll toilet paper my house. I don't know. Anyways, I got saved, by the way, FYI. I got born again, forgiven of my sins. I got truly saved and accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior through the NIV Bible. Anyways, some of you might not really get the joke. Some of you will totally get the joke about what I'm talking about. It's not about what Bible you read that gets you saved or that shows you God. It's about your heart, right? It's about God speaking to your heart. So it's not about a prayer you pray. Okay, that's a sermon. I'll get into it next week. I'll tell you my, that's what I'm going to do. That's my plan now. I have a plan. And I have my testimony written out somewhere where when I gave my testimony at a couple of ladies' events years ago. You get the joke. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm going to try my best. Oh, hey, LaVey, how are you? I'm going to try my absolute best to stick to that next time. So, okay, closing up, because I'm losing some people. Okay, Philippians 1:6, okay? Okay, Philippians 1:6. I'm going to stop reading the comments. And I am sure of this, that he, which is God, who began a good work in you, me, and you, me, will bring it to completion at the day of Jesus. Basically, it means that God started something, and he's going to finish it. I am a work in progress. I mean, I am a sinner. I am not the best person. I don't always say the right thing. Okay, like 99% of the times don't say the right thing. I have a smart mouth. I gossip. I do. I'm sorry. I love to listen to gossip. Now, I don't tell secrets, though. When people tell me, can you keep a secret? Can you not say anything? He is gone. I even curse sometimes. Yep. Don't tell my pastor. I'm human. I lose my temper. I do the wrong thing. I say the wrong thing. But I'm just trying to live this life. I'm just trying to be a good mom to my kids. I'm just trying to be a good person just because I want to be a good neighbor, a good friend. I want to be a good wife to my husband, a good partner. He might disagree with that, but I do. I want that. I want to be a good Christian. I want to be a good friend. And so I feel truly and honestly that by having the blog and telling my story, whether it's writing or just like what I'm doing right now, I really believe that I'm doing my part in helping people. Because whether you're watching it right now and need to hear something that I'm saying, or it's someone who catches this later on because it was shared or whatever, it's important that we're there for each other. Anyways, that's just my little 2 cents. So again, I just want you to know that we're all here for each other. And if trust me, if you're a guy watching this, you probably feel like, wait a minute, I don't need to watch this. But I hope, my arm's getting tired again. I hope that if you're struggling with something, man or woman, young or old, especially when it comes to surviving suicide and even childhood trauma, which I'll get into that another time, I feel like I can help you in some small way. You're not alone. None of us are alone. And I want to let you know, to those who are watching right now and to those who are going to watch later when I'm not live, that I'm here for you. And God is too. And that's it. Until next time, I'm going to say farewell. Follow me at Mobile Mom of 04 .wordpress.com. Don't know why there's no at in there, but it's Mobile, M-O-B-I-L-E, Mom, M-O-M, of O-F, and then 04 .wordpress.com, and that's my blog. And later. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being there for me.